Coach, the Roadrunners off to a great start, looking for their first 3-0 start in 28 years, taking on Rice tomorrow. What are your expectations heading into that game?
Yeah, that statistic kind of surprised me the other day, but shoot, we'll take it. We'll take it.
It's a big one.
Yeah. Just our guys have continued to progress. You know, we didn't have the start we wanted at the beginning of the season. The schedule was pretty tough, and we weren't quite ready for some of those games, but we've continued to improve. Love what our guys have been doing defensively for the last 5 or 6 ball games, making good strides. Offensively, we're getting so much more comfortable. So to pick up a couple wins against UTEP right out of the gates in conference was a great way to start it. Now we got two home games this week. Rice is coming in here, a much improved team. They're coming off 2 wins as well. So expect a great game from them, but love the way our guys prepared this week.
You mentioned those 2 wins from Rice. They're also averaging 75 points per game throughout those 2 games. How will you slow them down offensively?
Yeah, they do some really good things. They've got enough shooters, a bunch of 3-point shooters. They run nice action with their ball screens. So we'll have to be sharp defensively, but we've been doing that. So we had to spend some time working on their different actions, but we also spent a lot of time again this week offensively. How can we be sharper? How can we do a better job on that end of the floor? But we got to do, got to do it all. Got to defend them. Got to take away their shooters. Got to keep them out of transition. Got to rebound the ball, and then we've got to execute. We continue to talk about executing on the offensive end.
With this new Conference USA schedule, you played UTEP back-to-back. Now heading up against Rice, a different team in Game 3. How will that impact your team?
Well, yeah, the format's kind of strange, and it's very unusual to play somebody back-to-back like that, but it turned out good for us in this case. But yeah, our guys are excited about coming back home, and they're feeling good. They understood that we needed a good week of practice. Now we're into a routine that we'll have basically for the next 4 or 5 weeks, where we're practicing 3 days in a row, and then we'll play on Thursday and Saturday. There's a lot of comfort that way for our players, knowing the routine. So I thought we got better. I think we're a lot better today than we were on Monday.
A lot of talent through those starters, but you've also had some big contributors off of the bench. Who's really stood out and surprised you the most this season?
Yeah, that's been a big key, and early on, I probably didn't handle that right, meshing those new guys into the system. We got five returners that have played huge roles for us, but Atim Bior and Adokie have both been so good for us, and they've gotten so much better in the last month. Probably threw too much at them early, probably had them thinking too much, put too much of our system in too quickly, and now they're settled in, they're more comfortable. They're comfortable with their roles, and they're playing very, very well. So those 2 guys off the bench have been great, and then Adrian Rodriguez is another guy that deserves to be in there. His last 4 or 5 weeks, he's doing the things he needs to do to help us. Gave us a good lift in the first half against UTEP last Thursday. So he's fighting for minutes with some other good players, but we feel very, very comfortable with him on the floor.
What aspect do you think your team needs to focus on the most to continue to stay at the top throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, we took us a while to figure it out, but we think we've got it now. Our guys have taken ownership of our defensive effort, intensity, and talk. They're handling that part in practice every day. They're doing a fantastic job there. We've got to have better offensive possessions. We're going to shoot the ball quick. Javon and Keaton are going to take quick shots. They're going to take good shots in transition, but we also have to have possessions where that ball gets side to side. Get it swung once, twice, get a paint touch, get a drive kick. We've got to have more of those possessions without turning the ball over, and all that sets us up hopefully for a good week. Two good home games this weekend.
Well, good luck on clinching that 6th straight tomorrow.
Thank you.